welcome to I Upcycled and other sewing challenges. I've made another challenge for myself today, and it's an upcycle. I've found a blouse in a charity shop when I was in London in June, and I liked the look of it because it's cotton, and I know I had some warm holidays coming up. I thought that would be good. It's quite heavy cotton, mind you, but I put it in the wardrobe, and then I've sort of, when I did get round to putting it on, I thought it just felt too much. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I decided I would tweak it a bit and just change it a little bit, just so that it didn't feel as much. I think I'm making sense. So I decided, because as you'll see in the next picture, it's got a normal shirt collar, but it's got 3/4 sleeves, which you can't see on this picture. But what I did, I've in the next picture, I've tucked them inside, tucked the collar inside, just to sort of give myself an idea really on how it was going to look. So what I'm doing in this video is showing you with pictures and bits of video what I've done with it. Hopefully you'll get the idea. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter, but I find it quite difficult. So, and as everybody knows that it was watched me before, it's not the easiest thing to record in this loft room anyway. But so in some ways, doing pictures might make it quicker, easier. I don't know. Sorry, I'm waffling again. Yes, as I said, you can see there, it's you can't really tell, well, from what I can see, that it doesn't even look like a lilac, but it is. It's a very pale lilac, and just a shirt stroke blouse, like I said. There you can see now, what all I've done is I've tucked the sleeves up inside and the collar inside, just to see what I think about it. And yeah, I think that's where I decided, yes, I'm going to go for it. Now, to start with, obviously, I'm going to use my unpicker or my seam ripper, as it's called, to unpick that collar seam, obviously. That's showing you where I've undone stitches and I'm pulling the collar out, but it's always quite an easy job, really, to pull that out. And there we go, collar pulled out, complete. Previous pictures showed that I was just tucking back the sleeves and the collar to see how I thought. So what I've done now, I decided I would go with, I've always known it as a grandad collar, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so I've removed the collar as you see in the pictures, and now I've got to stitch all the way around. Obviously the clips are just holding that together for now. And what I've done on the sleeves, I've chopped them where I wanted them, and what I've decided to do is put like a slit in the side, and then I'll fold that back, and then I'm not quite sure whether that's going to be deep enough, but we'll see how we go. But I've got to somehow work out how to tuck that back so it makes it sort of like a teardrop hole, if you like, in the sleeve. And then I've made, I'll show you, I've made these so that I can put some tie. They're probably too long at the moment, but so that I can tie some bows in there. I don't think I need any elastic or anything, but I think the bows might just finish it off. So yeah, that's my progress so far. What I did here was I did I think it was 4 centimetre strip of fabric, and I just made that out of the cuffs and the bit of sleeves that were left. And yep, then I've just obviously joined 2 pieces together to make them a bit longer, and then I did a ladder stitch or blind stitch, I'm not sure what people call it, just to stitch them together rather than machine them. Yeah, this is just a picture just showing you how I've now stitched the collar back down again. You'd almost never even realise there'd been a collar there, would you? I'm pleased with that. Once I machined the band on that I'd cut out, I went round it with the pinking shears. Not particularly straight, but it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't fray. There you can see I've folded it over and decided to cut the ties that I'd made in half in the end, even though I extended it, tuck them inside and make them part of that band, as you can see. And at this point I'm tacking it in place. My original plan or thinking was that I would just I made those bands just to tie a bow and attach it, not realising that I needed to attach it to either side of that cutout that I made. So, in effect, making it that I would tie it rather than just attach it as a bow. Hope you know what I mean. And there, that's just showing basically after I've tacked it and stitched around the little hole and tied the bow, just to give an idea roughly of how it's going to look. And as it turned out, I don't think the ties are too long. I think I'm finished. Obviously it needs an iron. I mean, it is a sort of linen material, so you could probably get away with not ironing it if you wanted to. But that is what I've done with the sleeves. I think that's one of my pens that's got to wash off. I think it needs a little something there. I'm not quite sure. I might be able to put a little button on there or something. But otherwise, the tie might be too long. I'm not sure. See if I can live with it. But I just did that, excuse me, that narrow band in the end. And I'm just considering at the back at the minute whether to put a couple of darts in or not. But I mean, here's a woman's top and it didn't have any darts to start with, so maybe I won't. But I'll see. If I feel I want a different fit when I start wearing it, then maybe I will. So what do you think? I know it's very simple and I've only done photographs and just basically been talking to you about it and, you know, over the photographs, but sometimes it's simpler to do that and I can make a shorter video that way. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. If there's any extra photos on the end, it's because I've decided to add to it or something, but at the moment I'm quite happy with that and I think that'll be fine for my holiday. Bye.